Oi, boys, welcome back to another Rugby Challenge 4 video. And in today's video, I've got a tips and tricks video, and we'll be talking about so, newly implemented into Rugby Challenge 4 are these set plays, and they honestly are pretty bare bones, to be honest, really easy to pick up. I got used to them in probably my second game. In my first game, I ended up scoring off a cross kick, which is the easiest set play. So how do they work? Well, in the description of the game, they said that there were 10 set plays. So I thought there would be a playbook type of feature. Well, there isn't a playbook, but from the 3 set plays available, which are the dummy and skip pass, the classic, and the cross kick and wing, there are 10 receiving options, 4 in the dummy and pass option, which are the face buttons of whatever controller you're using. So for me, triangle, square, X, and circle, and that's the same for the classic set play. And there's 2 receiving options in the cross kick play. So how do they work? It's very similar to the old Rugby 08 set play system. So you pretty much just pick a set play, you then pick a receiver, and then the play automatically runs through the motions. It feels kind of restricted. I would like to have the option to opt out of the play, so instead of running through the motions, you'd throw your own dummy and go. Or maybe you'd want to just drop it on the toe in behind the defensive line. I think once everyone learns the plays within the plays, like for instance the classic play has an inside ball play, which works really well. It has a cutout pass, a single cutout pass which you can use as a crash ball option, or a cutout pass to the winger, and it has a cheeky little chip kick option. It works a treat, and the classic plays, like in general, it's probably my go-to plays, in particular for the inside ball, using the center and that cutout pass. Every now and then I'll use the little triangle option for the chip over the top for a little razzle dazzle, if you will. That, if mastered correctly, will be used as a cheat code. I can guarantee you'll be seeing plenty of that play online. As for the most effective plays and the most ineffective, I think each have their moments in certain situations, but for me, the most ineffective for me at the moment is the dummy and skip pass. By the time the play is done with those dummy passes, which is kind of slow, you typically get hammered by the defense. But like I said, certain plays have their moments. The dummy to inside ball is pretty nice. All throughout the video, I'll be throwing up examples of plays and just random set play tries or set play breaks. But yeah, the dummy pass, it doesn't help when the AI doesn't actually bite on those dummy passes. I think it's still the old dummy pass creating a force field that makes you immune to tackling. That's still a thing, unfortunately. The most effective, I'd say, is the cross kick. It's the most cheesiest at the moment. Super easy to pull off. You just call the play, pick the winger as a receiver, and you tap the X button or the punt button. Well, I wouldn't exactly call it cheesy. It is easy to pull off, but it's a great thing to have when you see the defensive line short on one side. I think the biggest tip I have for set plays would be to pick your moments. Don't always use the set plays. Like I've been saying, certain moments will call for certain plays, and when you do pull them off, it is a little satisfying. That's pretty much the basics of the Rugby Challenge 4 set play system. It's, like I said, it's pretty bare bones, and for a first attempt, there's still a lot of tweaking that needs to be done to the core gameplay, but that's a discussion for another video. We'll wrap up the set play tips and tricks here. As always, if you want to see more Rugby Challenge 4 content, be sure to run it straight at that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.